Hi everyone, and a very warm welcome to all of you. My name is Madhulika Rajahan, mother, author, green energy enthusiast, and a certified Lean Six Sigma black belt expert. In today's episode of All Things Lean, we will talk about the persuasion triad and how it is still relevant today, even in the design world, despite being centuries old. The Greek philosopher Aristotle classified properties of items and concepts in a known universe. One of his most fundamental discoveries was the composition of persuasive speaking. Although Aristotle identified the three appeals that make up 23 centuries ago, when the known universe was smaller, they're still timeless. Persuaders of all types have been relying on them since, including we who appeal to users through UX design. So, what is this trinity of persuasion? Looking at any act where a speaker tries convincing another person or group, we might first see someone arguing a point. From debating in school to selling merchandise on TV, persuaders state a case to win over an audience in order for the latter to do something. The persuaders need an objective, an audience, and to reach that audience with a message. Specifically, he or she has to persuade them as opposed to an authority figure ordering them to do something. Aristotle identified that the art of persuasion consisted of three parts: logos, meaning appealing to logic; pathos, meaning appealing to emotions; and ethos, means appealing to ethics, morals, and characters. In case of logos, a persuader uses facts, statistics, quotations from a reputable source or expert, as well as existing knowledge. This is the side of the argument that can prove how solid it is based on the facts alone. Pathos involves delivering the argument in a way that appeals to the audience emotion. Logos alone has facts that are cold, flat, and often dead. For example, a scientist speaking at a world convention can talk about global warming and bring up facts and figures about how many tons of ice melt into the sea every year. There, she would be using logos. However, by arguing about impact of global warming on living things, for instance, how many polar bears will die if the current trend continues, she'll tap the emotion of the audience. So, pathos is the emotional vehicle that carries the logos to the audience. Ethos has to do with the persuader is. His or her identity will have a great impact on how the audience takes the message. If a scientist has been running late and a political stumbled into the stage and tried speaking for her, no one would take him seriously. He isn't a specialist on the field. Not only that, his general knowledge and political agendas, he may want to distort facts about the topic for his own gain, about global warming will fail to convince them of his expertise. Fortunately, our expert on thermodynamics and environmental science shows up to give the talk. The audience listens to her because she's a specialist in her field and has practical intelligence. She knows what she's talking about, having been working in the discipline for 35 years. She's got a virtuous nature. She's an honest, hardworking professional who has proven her dedication by writing articles, working at South Pole, and is not in her vocation just to make money. She has good intentions. Her commitment to environmental convention and conservation is evident in her articles she has written and now in the speech which she is delivering. Keeping global warming at bay is her sole intention, and her life's work reflect that. Ethos comes first. So when we take the heuristics, the thumb of rule embodied in Aristotle's three appeals to deliver persuasive design, first work on establishing trust, which is what Aristotle determined was the most important part of the honest process of persuasion. Winning users' trust in that split second on landing on your design with a judge you as being hopefully credible and reinforcing it by establishing familiarity or at least reducing uncertainty in a good looking, user friendly design are essential for them to start recognizing your organization's ethos. You can reinforce your ethos with a strong social media presence. A well liked Facebook page will show that you are likable, fashionable, are just one like your users and therefore what they want. So, with this, we come to an end to this edition of All Things Lean. In the next session, we will talk further about the triad of persuasion and how do we organize our three appeals around a plot and make a design. Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment in the comments section on what you'd like to hear more. Until next time, this is your host, Madhulika Rajrohan, signing off. Have a wonderful day ahead.